Yeah, everybody. Let's play a little Watcher. Hey, Bacchus. Connection lost. Thanks for the Twitch Prime. Ugh, Boomoo Show. To you as well. Are we trading boss relics still? Sure. Sozu means no potions for this run. Rude. The weird thing about changing boss relic is I'm not sure how much this character actually cares about having more energy. Doesn't feel like she cares that much. Because Calm Stance gives so much energy. I don't know though. Sanctity! Gain 8 block if the previous card played was a skill. Draw a card. Weave, deal 5 damage and add this card to your hand when it would be discarded from your draw pile. So we could take a Shrug It Off or a Slice, basically. Or a Strike Plus, with less damage on it. I'm gonna try the Shrug It Off. Do we risk it? What could we possibly draw that would make... We could draw... Pain. And to defend, that would be the worst possible case. But I think it happens seldom enough that... Oh my gosh. It actually happened. Okay. And Draft the Beats, thanks for 14 months. Kabumu Show to you as well. How's the new class treating me? I am slowly learning what things do. Slowly getting there. Oh, I should have played a skill. Ooh. That's spicy. What does Mantra do? You get 10 Mantra, you Transcend, which is like a super stance that does a bunch of stuff. Sort of. It sort of does a bunch of stuff. We can crush joints. Make things vulnerable. I think I like making things vulnerable. I think that's good. I actually don't want to draw a card. This card might be better than Shrug It Off, because you can choose not to draw a card with it. It's pretty crazy. Like, Shrug's a pretty good card, right? A little bit insane. Carve Reality. Choose Smite or Truth, which are 10 damage or 6 damage and draw a card. And add the chosen card to your hand. Enter Calm and Exhaust, gain 2 block for each card in your hand. I'm okay with the Spirit Shield. I assume that's a pretty good upgrade. Yeah, that's a huge upgrade. That's one of the most impactful upgrades. Like, in terms of cards that you're upgrading damage dealt or block gained on, this is like the largest block gained upgrade, right? A 50% block gain increase. It's gonna regularly be another... I mean, if that's less than 4 extra block gain, something really weird has happened. And it's gonna regularly be more than that. It's gonna be regularly like 7 more or something. Not affected by Wraith or Dex. Yeah, that's correct. Well, Dex adds to the end of it. Like, you get like 15 blocks, and then if you have 3 Dex, you get another 3 blocks. So resting is okay. I feel very uncomfortable with like judging how much damage I'm taking in elite fights, so I think I'm just gonna rest. Seems like a safe thing to do. Eruption, Strike, Strike, take 40. Wait, this is only 27, 39. This is only 39. It doesn't actually kill. Woof. Unfortunate. Maybe I'll just die to the sentries. I really feel like I don't know how strong this character is in Act 1 yet. Yesterday I did not have much trouble winning Act 1s, but possible I was getting pretty lucky in them. You don't like how Spirit Shield does not count itself. Meh. It's only a game. Bowling Bash is good on sentries for sure. Bowling Bash is like a pretty reasonable card for AoE fights, I would say. That's like a little bit dangerous. We'll be okay though, right? Yeah, we're fine. Ten block for 2 energy is technically the same as 2 defends. Well, it takes you 2 cards to draw 2 defends, and only 1 card to draw this card. We've gotten Sozu into Potion Belt. Good work. I think Perseverance is very strong. Gain 5 block whenever this card is retained, increase its block by 2. We could upgrade Spirit Shield or Perseverance, or Crush Joints is a very good upgrade. Maybe we want to upgrade the damage cards right now for Gremlin Mob fight. Meal ticket! Can now be found in chests. I think this is very comparable to a Blood Vial. Gonna rest again, just play super safe. SD Shepherd, thanks for the raid. Hope your stream was lovely. Eruption. We're playing some of the Watcher tonight. Do I want to play Eruption? Maybe. I don't know. I will do, SD Shepherd. I'll try my best. We can go defend plus, then crush joints, then strike, and then win next turn. Do I want to play another defend? No. Because it's going to make it attack me for 6 more, right? Another previously shop only relic. Oh my god, we got Sozu Potion Belt Toy Ornithopter. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm having a pretty good day so far, Rune. So Sanctity looks okay. I'm pretty sure Sanctity is okay. Detox Madness, thanks for the sub. Bomu show to you as well. It feels like Watcher is meant to not have trouble beating the slime boss, but it also feels a little bit like this Watcher deck does have trouble. I mean, I don't have any relics or potions. I just have like the starter deck plus some cards and an energy. I don't know. Windmill Strike, retain. Deal 8 damage whenever this card is retained, increases damage by 2. I think I like that. That may help a little bit against the slime boss. Ikasin. Why did I keep waiting when I had lethal? Probably because I was gaining some advantage from it. How good is orange pellets? Really good. Doesn't help that much against slime boss though. Do I want to draw a card here? Sure. I don't know about playing Perseverance versus just letting it get up to 10 block. Too bad we didn't get to fight Lagavul in this act. Spirit Shield, Crush Joints, Flying Sleeves. Was that actually the wrong order? No. Maybe though? I'm gonna draw Sanctity next turn. Probably want it to draw a card for me. Weird. This is ending for 38 if we Eruption. Not quite enough. What is the best way to get good at Slay the Spire? Lots of practice. Thinking critically about what you're doing wrong. Lord Bob, thanks for the 15 months. Harmonic One, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Agbo Mosho to you both. What do I think of the 5-block card that grabs a Safety or a Wisdom? I think it's like pretty okay, probably. I thought Pantograph instead of Orange Pellets. Maybe that would have been better. So I want to retain this for next turn and then play it next turn. Since that way it'll actually deal 28. Strike Dummy! Cards containing Strike deal 3 additional damage. I mean, it does more than my other relics. Does significantly more than my other relics. Probably just gonna take Protect here. Another block card that I get to retain. Can I get away with an upgrade? I think that I can. And if I'm going to upgrade something, I think right now it should be... I don't know. I have no idea what it should be. Maybe Perseverance? Deal 9? 9 damage? Out of 1 card? That's insane. Wonder if I can one-shot this next turn. This is going to be dealing... 36 by itself. I think the answer is that I cannot. Alright. Although, I didn't draw any of the block cards, so I guess I have to go for it anyway. Alright. Alright. You and me and your best friend. Omniscience. Scry your draw pile and exhaust. if you get double omniscience, you can just have whatever hand you want every single turn, right? Basically. Like, it doesn't matter how many cards are in your deck, you can just draw whichever 5 cards you want every single turn. They have to be upgraded, or else... Oh. I meant to right-click that. Well, I was taking Omniscience anyway. I wanted to talk about maybe taking Signature. Move. Wonder if it was better. Whenever you exit Calm, gain an additional energy. Snecko Eye. Seems insane. Webby Wood. Does Pellets remove the die next turn debuff? It does not, but buffer stacks are intangible currently stop that debuff from working. Let's go to the store since it heals us. Because I have a meal ticket. Not something that I am used to having. What does the cat post do? It makes strikes deal more damage. It makes cards with strike in them, in their name, deal more damage, in fact. 13 plus 25, 1 damage short. Rip. What the f... Not what I meant to do. Let's get rid of all the things that don't deal damage, I guess. Then draw them all, but every single one of them costs 3. That's next level. Alright, see you later. You're out of here. You Spirit Sparrow. I am not sure whether Flaying Sleeves is good or not anymore. It probably isn't anymore, now that I have a Snecko Eye. Interesting that you can't choose not to retain a card with Retain. You just have to retain it. Ralph, thanks for the 23 months. Agbamushu to you as well. This is the second day that the Watcher has been out on Beta Branch. Omniscience lets me see the cost of cards before I draw them. No, they randomize cost when drawn. Let's grab our Protect and our Perseverance. Let's draw Spirit Shield next turn. Protect costs too much. Can I enter Calm with this hand? Looks like no. I haven't done the math here. That seemed alright. I don't know. We can vigilance our way out of Wrath form. Protect got nerfed. Yeah, the number on it came down slightly since the last time I played. Hey Soto, I think the devs watch me. The devs watch sometimes, yeah. Obviously the devs are gonna balance Ascension 20 based on how they see Ascension 20 players performing, which means that I think they watch a whole lot of people who play Ascension 20 pretty publicly. Maybe it's not obvious that the devs are going to do that. This game's devs are really good though, and so they keep an eye on sort of what the conversation is that's going on around the characters that they've built. Retain, deal 20 damage. Whenever this card is retained, lower its cost by 1. I think I'm okay with just card removing. Do I have an FAQ written up for this character yet? Nope, but I bet other people do. You just read the one that they wrote up. Do I take apparitions with no way to gain max HP, a Snecko Eye, and full health at the moment? I think the answer is like maybe. I'm pretty sure it's not like a confident yes. I'm not gonna, like, this character is in beta development has been public for 2 days, so I do not currently have incredibly nuanced opinions about how to play this version of this character. And I never will, because by tomorrow this character will probably be different from what she is today, right? Like, since yesterday, I think 5 of the cards have changed a little bit. And I would expect lots of changes going forward. Do you want the Super Elite? I don't want the Super Elite. I want my deck to be better, but it isn't yet. Maybe we could work on that. I can scry away the apparitions at will. I really can. I have 1 card in my deck that has scry on it. Do I have any powers? Nope, not yet. We haven't been offered any of the powers that we want, really. Does this just kill? Enter Wrath. This deals 45? So almost, but not quite. Be taskless! He will be weakened again next turn. That's rude. Should win though. Is Nikolai worse on this character than it is on other characters? I don't think so. Seems like a very powerful relic. Sanctity, Bowling Bash plus an Empty Mind. I'm not getting a ton of help for it though. Like, I still don't really have a relic that does anything in combat. And Warp Tongs is good. Warp Tongs is good. And I don't have a ton of cards that cost... yeah, I don't have a ton of cards that output a lot of damage. Just wondering if we take Bowling Bash maybe for like Gremlin Leader and Slavers. Seems probably right. Nice that it came auto upgraded as well. Let's upgrade Spirit Shield since I am pretty much just playing that every time I draw it, I think. Eruption, Bowling Bash kills something outright, and then I could Vigilance. Or I could Vigilance first, kill something outright, Spirit Shield. Spirit Shield, Eruption, Strike, Defend. Blocks for 24. Spirit Shield, Eruption, Bowling Bash, Strike, Defend. Take a little bit of damage. Strike Plus actually deals more damage than Windmill Strike at the moment. Alright. Fair enough. We got a Blood Vial! It does something! Yay! Lesson learned. If this kills an enemy, upgrade a random card in your deck. That is not a good upgrade. Wow, that is a bad upgrade. Mummified Hand. I don't have a power? I don't have a power! I don't think Unceasing Top ever goes off with Snecko Eye. We are whiffing very hard on these relics. I would love to crush joints. I guess we hold on to Flying Sleeves and try to Wrath form it as well. There will be Wrath form next turn, maybe? I'm gonna get attacked for 48. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die! Oh no. Can I draw a card? I could Omniscience. Probably want to protect over that though. We might not survive this fight. When I take the power that lowers cost of retained cards, I think that's like one of the best powers for the class. I would 1,000,000% be taking that if it were on offer. Do we sacrifice 1 damage? 2 damage, 1 damage. Do we sacrifice 1 damage to try to high roll the lesson learned? I guess we have to learn our lesson. Alright. Do I enter Calm here? I think I might. Eruption Strike Plus is 24, 44, 53. Nope. Just dead, yeah? Cool. Alright. Sort of an underwhelming run. I just found, like, Meal Ticket, Toy Ornithopter, Potion Belt after starting with Sozu. Sort of sucks. I did not know that these made different sounds until right now. It makes a different tone every time. Is that a song? That's creepy. Cliff notes of my opinions. Right now, I want the stances to feel more developed, and I want some of the other stuff to fuck off. That's my current opinion about this class. It feels really, really cool when I am changing stances because it is the right thing to do on a turn. It feels pretty boring and linear when I am changing stances because I can just build a deck around like retaining certain cards to go into Wrath form and then play all the cards I retained. It's just like not that interesting. And then there are a lot of cards which don't interact with your stances in any way, and those just feel very weird to be playing. Also, I just feel like this is really not very good. Maybe we should take the random common relic, though. Because that does something, right? Oh, Memori, look at that. What does Common Rage do? Wrath. In this stance, you deal and receive double attack damage. Calm. Upon exiting this stance, you gain 2 energy. I fuck up. Might have fucked up. I don't like the starting relic. It does very little. There are only 2 stances. There is a 3rd stance, but it's very hard to get. Path to Victory. What does this upgrade to? Oh, it already exhausts. Okay. Perseverance. Let's grab a Perseverance. So we are trying to draw Eruption and some strikes at the same time. But not like that. Do I think the starting relic is worse than Ring of the Snake? Ring of the Snake is very good. Another path to victory. Let's take a Weave. Get a little bit more damage into our deck. Let's upgrade our Eruption. Try to kill stuff with it. You're considering if you overvalue Lantern, since this is a much better Lantern. Is it a much better Lantern? Lantern is good because it makes your turn 1 better, and turn 1 is the best turn in the game. I'm not sure how valuable it is to be able to delay Lantern for some other turn. Eruptino! Another Flying Sleeves. Protect. Eh. Consecrate now deals 4 damage to all enemies. Up from 3 yesterday. This card is 33% better. Repeating, of course. That does make the card better. Be hard to argue that it doesn't. I was gonna deal 16, 31, 15 plus 16. Alright, might die next turn. Interesting stuff. Like we're okay for now. You don't understand why the stances don't have an icon under your character. I personally haven't minded that that's how they work. Sort of wish that, I don't know, I just wish that they were more developed in general. Like, I would love if there were 4 stances. Like, if there were 4 base stances, and there was like a ring around your character, and it glowed as you entered each stance, as well as the VFX changing. And then, like, maybe if you get all 4 stances in one turn or something, like, it unlocks the 5th mega stance, which is like Transcendence or something. I just feels so... It feels like it's simultaneously the focus of the character, but also a second thought. Much harder is the game when you have to read the cards instead of recognizing the pictures. I think it makes that much difference. Not for me, I don't know. I don't mind too much. Imagine having relics that did something. Gain 9 plated armor. Wonder if I'm gonna die anyway. Might die anyway. Oops. Alright, good fight, good fight. Well played, me. Well played, me. Is holy water a good relic if it added 2 miracles to your hand? Another thing that they did with this patch is they took, like, they vastly improved 3 of the bad boss relics. Oh, this time we don't get to trade our boss relic, we're not allowed. Gremlin Knob denied us that privilege. Just lucky is an attack that blocks. How exciting. I will take Weave again. I feel like so many of the cards are just shit. Deal 8 damage if the enemy intends to attack, enter Calm. Sure. Normality Ragnarok. Ragnarok. Can you take Ragnarok here? Is there some point in the game where Ragnarok could possibly be good other than right now? Ooh, another eruption. Establishment would have probably been nice. Whenever you switch stances, gain 4 block. Card's probably alright. Whenever a card is retained, lower its cost by 1. I don't have any retain yet, but I think I still take that. Don't see as much flavor in the card names as other characters. That sounds wonderful, 10 little piggies. There are lots of ways you could make another stat, Stanlin. $50 damage next turn. That's actually less than 3 times Sword Boomerang. Wow. I didn't realize quite how disgusting that was. And I don't mean disgusting in a good way, unfortunately. Did all the orbs exist when Defect came out? Yeah. Meat on bone. Meat on the bone seems good. Thank you, rare front-loaded damage card, for failing to kill a single louse. I'm glad I have you. Wonder if I have to dex pot. Watcher's numbers feel very low in general. I don't know. I don't know. If Com gave Dex, would it be OP? Maybe. Divinity just seems like the barrier of entry is too high for a third stance. Apparently the third stance is like neutral stance. It just doesn't do anything for some reason. And then Divinity is a fourth stance, which, yeah, I agree. Very hard to actually use. Black-eyed jump. I will use Empty Mind to leave Home stats. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, scry 3. Doesn't work at the start of combat, right? Nope, doesn't. Alright. We have been offered a lot of shit relics tonight. Looks like a toupee. Could be a toupee. Possible. Shuffle a causality into your draw pile. Draw cards until your hand is full. Crescendo, retain, enter Wrath and Exhaust. Might take Crescendo. Might need a Crescendo. Be able to reliably hit a big damage turn. With Ragnarok, right? Makes some sense to me. I love that I've already upgraded it so it costs 0, so my card that makes cards that retain cost less still doesn't do anything. Good, good. Vengeance. If your HP is less than it was last turn, enter Wrath. Gain 7 block and exit your stance. Do I need a block card? I need damage. How do I deal damage? Don't know. Don't know how I deal damage with this deck right now. Ragnarok. That's concerning. Pulling Pash is necessary for Act 2? That's very ambitious. Killing the Hexaghost is necessary for Act 2 as well. Six times 6, we Hexaghost now. We might be. We're trying to be. Flurry of Blows. Deal 3 damage 3 times. 9. 9 damage for only 2 energy. On stance change, returns from the exhaust pile to your hand exhaust. There is something that I think about this class. It seems like It seems like there are a bunch of attacks which are balanced as though there's an assumption that you're going to play them in Wrath form, and so they deal less damage than they would. Like, what fucking card in the entire game deals 3 damage 3 times for 2 energy? That is a strike plus. It costs 2. That is a sword, that is literally a sword boomerang, and you're paying an entire extra energy for it returning from your exhaust pile to your hand when you stance change. Well, it's not a sword boomerang because it targets, but anyway, it seems, if that's actually what's going on, if there are attacks that are like tempered down on the numbers because the stances make them too powerful, it seems like the stances are the ones you need to nerf, not the attacks. Because otherwise, there is only one way to play the game. Otherwise, you have to play your attacks in Wrath form or in Divinity, or else they don't do anything. Which makes it pretty hard to like be creative and stuff, right? Vam, thanks for the 4 months. Agbomu show to you as well. Like, it would just be great if cards were playable without the stances, and then the stances made them better, because that's what the stances did. That's why you're putting cards in your deck to assume stances, and spending energy and card draw and fights to assume stances for, right? So this Holt card, which gains 3 block, and then with Wrath it becomes a decent card. Why isn't it just a decent card without Wrath? And then with Wrath it becomes a good card, right? Because that way you get to build a deck that can do a variety of things by taking your commons in Act 1, and then you get to actually make that deck even stronger by doing something cool with the stances, and then you can win the game later. But if I take this right now, like, it's very bad to take it right now for starters, and then on top of that, I am making it so that I have to be able to go in Wrath form when I draw it for the entire rest of the game if I take it. I do not wish at this juncture to guarantee that I can enter Wrath form every time I draw that for the rest of the game, so yeah. Sexy brown guy, thanks for the sub. Ogbomo show to you as well. So I need to deal more damage. The Hexaghost. Guess this is how I deal more damage. Alright, we'll try. Maybe I should have just rusted, actually. If I rusted, I could have just stayed in Wrath form. Well. Ooh. I think this is good, right? Okay. Can I think of a run without apparitions that beats the heart on Ascension 20? With this character? For sure. This character has a bunch of like infinites and stuff that you can get. There's my damage. We have slain the Hexaghost. Whenever you play a card, upgrade it for the rest of combat. Volt's really good. Trying to imagine a world where I don't just take Volt gear, gain an intangible? Gain an intangible and end your turn. Exiting stances counts as changing stances now, yeah. That's why I said earlier, like, not being in a stance should just be a different stance. It should just be like neutral stance or something. And then your starter relic should, like, at the start of each combat, add a miracle into your hand and assume neutral stats. And that way you have significantly more reason not to be trading your starter relic every run. And everything just like feels better, I feel like. Like your empty cards don't have to be leave your stats anymore. They can be assume neutral stats and just like feels, just makes more sense. I don't know. How many more lines of text do we have to put on Tiny House before it's playable? Probably another 2. We can gain energy at the start of our turn during boss and elite combats, or we can gain additional energy when we exit Calm, which is what I'm going to do. I don't think of any great card in this whole class like Echo Form or Catalyst good. Well, this one's really good. Establishment is also very, 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 very powerful. I picked it up and haven't managed to add a relevant retain card yet, unfortunately. When I leave Calm stance, I will gain 3 energy. This is not the best Volt ever, although I guess I can go like Crescendo Ragnarok Volt and it's okay. I want Fear No Evil as well. Give me a little bit more health. Problem is that it ends turn when I play it, so... I could have just played Strike. Well, that's an interesting call. You're right, huh? Clear the mind. Enter Calm and Exhaust. 7 damage scry, 2, draw 1 card. If we're trying to be a combo deck, play a lot of cards, probably want one of those. Probably want to get rid of our strikes as well. Staiga, glad you enjoyed the Slay the Spire vids. I just Volt. Okay, just Volt. Sick. Imagine being able to block. It's definitely possible to block. Clear the Mind, Protect, Halt. Halt! Protect seems pretty solid here. Nye is probably pretty sweet. Ooh. Yes. Sure. The new boss relic I have gains me an extra energy whenever I leave calm stance. Lucanai seems insane, and adaptation seems pretty good too. Removing another strike seems alright to me. And removing another strike? I'm removing all of my strikes immediately after buying Kunai. Look, it's a strategy, alright? You'll understand more when you see it in action. Could remove a defend. How do I mine for fish? Hey, Click Beetle! Wonder if it would be more interesting if this card had cards that scale damage every time they are drawn or on every stance change. It would be lovely if stance change had some element of scaling involved in it. There are lots of ways that you can do scaling in this game. Like, adopting Wrath stance could make enemies vulnerable, for example, and you take a lot of the like bonus damage out, but adopting Wrath stance applies 1 vulnerable to all enemies. That intrinsically, just by itself without doing anything else, makes there be scaling in a lot of fights. Any fight where there are artifact charges, all of a sudden there's scaling. You can do things like adopt Wrath stance 3 times in a turn, and then the enemy is vulnerable for the next 2 turns as well, which means that you've scaled over the next 2 turns as well. So it feels more dynamic. It feels like the things that you're doing are having something to do with later turns in the fight too, instead of just being about this turn. There are tons of different ways you could do that, or not do it. You could also not do it. I did things! Oh wait, I can't play that. Oh. Wait. Wait, this is... That didn't go very well. Oh! I parked meat on the bone. It was actually better than winning that turn. I'm the best! Around! Nothing ever gonna be... Gain 7 block, exit your stats. 4 damage twice. Actually, 3 stats is what people forget about Divinity. Well, I wonder why. I wonder why people forget about it. Some of the cards for this character forget about it. Like, there's a card that does a different thing depending on which stats you are in, but it doesn't do anything if you're in Divinity. Hey, Mulligan. I think I'm just going infinite at this point. He's probably a help. Sastrin, thanks for the 5 months. Ugbo Musho to you as well. I have 5 energy. Did it the wrong order! Actually, I want to restart the fight. That's such a waste of my time. Alright, well fuck this. It wasn't a misclick. It was just me not knowing what the card did. Like, in theory, I sort of know that that's what that card does, but yeah. It's fine to restart there. I'm okay with dying there. No wait, Super Kamiguru, thanks for gifting us up to Adrenal Corgi. Tempo, thanks for 2 months. Ugbo, show to you too. I need to wash my fingers. I will be right back. Chatters. Flying Sleeves? I feel like Flying Sleeves is just so much better than the other cards because you can always play it while you're in Wrath form. I guess it's Wrath stance, not Wrath form. Calm, apply to weak. Wrath, apply to vulnerable. I wonder if Wave of the Hand is good. I'm not ready for that card to be good yet. Know what I'm saying? You feel like trading starting relic for random boss relic is kind of cheating. This is one of the 4 options given to you by the game at the start of a run. You might want to take that up with the devs. Exhaust up to 2 cards and enter Calm. Cheating as in you cheat yourself. Oh. Nothing was risked, nothing gained. Wonder if we can beat Lagavulin. Can I have a list of things which aren't cheating? Just so that I can do those on stream. I would appreciate that. Losing is not cheating. Sometimes it's cheating. Oh my god! Give me good relics! They don't do anything! How many relics that don't do anything were added to the general relic pool? How did it change? I mean, these ones were already in it, but also Ornamental Fan's perfectly fine. Are there patch notes? Yes, they are, shall we say, lengthy. That's actually not the power that I thought I was taking. I thought this was the gain block power. Whoops. I think we're dead. Feels like too much randomness, right? The Calm versus Wrath draw order. It's so heavily random. Best boss relic you can get from Niao Snackawai. Astrolabe can be pretty insane. Pandora's box is very good from Niao. At least confront the first boss. I still don't have Twitch plays working, Maxim Cat. It's definitely possible to beat the heart with this class. The way that you win with this class is you go infinite. We were really close to winning the run when I killed myself by playing Thingamajig before my 2 apparitions a couple of runs ago. I don't know how many ways there are to win other than that against the heart. I think the retain mechanic's pretty strong too. Very hard to find damage, isn't it? You want to remove defend instead of strike on this character? Maybe. I don't know, you do have to defend. Or else you take a lot of damage. Vigilance can't be 1 cost because when you leave calm you gain 2 energy. If Vigilance was 1 cost, it would get very degenerate very quickly. I think I meant to strike there. I don't know, maybe not. Have to potion? I think that the potion's probably worth more than that. Chachiero, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Agabomo show to you as well. Whenever this enemy takes damage, gain 2 block. Sounds good. So that $10 donation at Silicon Mind. Glad you enjoyed the first run. Thanks for the 1,000 bits earlier, Funkiest Chicken. Did I say that? I don't remember if I said that. Thank you, though. First upgrade in base stack, I think Eruption, usually. If I get Talk to the Hand, all of a sudden I do think I want to be removing Defends over Strikes. Interesting. Interesting. There are so many ways to block with this character instead of playing Defend. Are there? The debuff, right? See how this goes. Nope. Draw block guard. Guess I knew what my draw pile was. These runs feel terrible tonight. wonder what card I'm looking for on the first floor. I don't have whale bonus anyway, right? What card am I hoping to add to my deck to make it beat Act 1 Elites? Crushed Joints? Maybe. Flying Sleeves is like okay. You don't get to say rare cards. We don't like get rare cards on the first floor. That's just not how it works. God, there are so few good damage commons. 1, 2, 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 good damage commons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a bunch of okay ones. And then this class has, I don't know, is that good? Not that great in Act 1, right? Like half. I mean, is this good? Do you have to take that? 1. This is like a pommel strike, I guess. 2. Is this good? That trying to like replace Flying Knee? 3, 4. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Maybe there are some and I'm just not seeing them. 5. Yeah, they're probably the right number. It's way more doable on Ascension 20 than you thought in your first 10 hours. See, I don't think that it's undoable on Ascension 20, Crimson Blur. That's not what I'm saying. If you're interpreting what I'm saying as that, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that, like, half of the shit that it presents you that you can do doesn't work. Yeah, we're saying the same thing. There are just a trillion cards that don't do anything, and their entire mechanics which are not worth having. Good night, S. Rebelier. That's great, moo cows. I cannot get holy water as a boss relic. No, gone. When I think about Calm, I don't, like, it doesn't even conceptually make me think of fighting stats. It's like, Calm is something that has to do with switching stances a bunch. It feels very, very jarring that there are all these cards that say enter Calm, and my only way that I can think of to use them is to play like 1,000 of them on the same turn. Because when I think of Calm, I think of a beautiful fountain and serenity and stillness. I don't think of clicking on Flash of Steel 100 times to kill Nemesis. I like the new fire breathing. I haven't played with it yet. Seems fine. I don't know. Fire breathing is not a card that I spend a lot of time caring about, to be honest. This card, if I take it, does not do anything for 6 turns after I play it. Six. What I feel about the new boss relic tool? Eh. This turn feels really bad. I have this thing in games. When I am playing a game and I'm like strategizing or whatever, and I'm choosing between 2 options, oh, where's the toolbar? My paint doesn't have a toolbar. I've never seen that before. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay. Let's say this is how much damage I take in the fight. And this is like 100 damage. This is like 0 damage. And this is the percentage of the time that it happens. I'm choosing between 2 options in a fight, and one of them is like this, and one of them is like this. And that feels pretty cool to me, because I can judge and I can think through things and I can see, oh, the blue option is slightly better. I should play that card because on average I'll take slightly less damage. That's really cool. If I'm playing a fight and one of them's like the blue option and one of them's like this green option, that's pretty cool too. I can be like, okay, do I need to high roll or low roll in this situation? The blue option and green option are both about the same on average, but one of them has more variance, so it gives me the possibility of high rolling, and I might want to play into that. That's really cool too. Right now I'm sitting in a turn where I feel like I'm looking at something that looks like that or something. And that's fucking miserable. I probably exaggerated that slightly. But like, I feel like a huge number of these Act 1 fights actually feel like that. Because if I go Calm on a turn where I don't get attacked, and then I get to go Wrath and spend 5 energy on attacks, I just win every fight. But if I don't, and that doesn't happen that often, then it's like fucking miserable. Which one deals more damage? Eruption or Crush Joints first? To 24 and 18. Quite enough. It's a problem with like general balance in a game like this too, if it feels like that. Because this game is all about... Sorry, I'm going to bring paint up again. This game is all about a difficulty curve where the things that you have to do get harder. So if, like, this is difficulty... and this is Act 1, 2, 3. The stuff that you have to do in the game gets progressively harder, right? And that's perfect. That's awesome. That makes a ton of sense. And so the thing is that a good run, a run that feels really good to play, is gonna be about that strong for the entire time. You're gonna have constant challenges in all of your fights. And a lot of balancing a game like this to be consistently engaging is trying to work out how to do a good job of calibrating that. If you have a bunch of runs that go this way and die, then your game's too hard. If you have a bunch of runs that go this way, then people are going to get bored and stop playing because your game's too easy. But when you have a fight which either deals 60 damage or 10 damage to the player on the 6th floor, you're setting up, like, the player is starting either too easy or too hard, just straight away. If I do really poorly in the fight, I'm down here. If I do really well in the fight, I'm up here. And then how on earth are you going to resolve that? How are you going to get me back on curve? So when I play fights like this, yeah. I think I've made my point. It averages out. Yeah, but it doesn't. We don't care about the average right now. Alright, I still have paint up. What we care about is that if you look at where runs are strength-wise, they are close to this line. So we actually care about the variance here. We want, if you were to jump into a run and look at where the player was, you want very consistently to see the player close to this. And it's really bad if you see the player down here, because that player is not having a chance to actually win the run, and the decisions they're making are a waste of their time. And it's bad to see a player up here as well, because they already won. Like, they're bored. So if you have a fight or a mechanic that's putting the player out of the zone, is concerning. I did just like very difficult to make that make sense, I think. North of the line is 3 Wraith forms. That's a huge problem with intangibilities, that often with intangibility on Silent, I can be in a place where I already won the game halfway through a run. Okay, what's going on? Taking a bowling bash. I'm dying. Dead Branch Corruption is boring. It was fun the first time. It wasn't very fun the 100th time. What do I even do here? Like, the stance cards are unplayable. This one doesn't do anything and draws 2 cards for 2 energy, and this one makes me die. Pika Sir, thanks for the 2 months. Angba Mushu to you as well. Would I balance the stances? No. It's really hard to balance or design a game like this. I'm not gonna claim that I could have done a better job. Just observing what I'm experiencing. I'm not planning on having a Watch Your Spire side chat before it releases properly. Paradox. Power that made you change stances each turn would be interesting. Why not just have that be your starter relic? I don't know. I think Wrath doubling incoming damage is just too much. That's one thing that I'm super confident about. Guys. This upgrade too. Oh my god. Oh dear. Grab a medkit, try to go infinite. Oh, I thought that was Bowling Bash. Are we out of here? Are we smoke bombing? Face iron is cool. I could buy the pair. Fasting upgrade gives 3 artifact. It's plausible that I'm just going to die. Probably just master reality again? How many cards that draw cards are there? There's like the one uncommon power on Dance Shift. There aren't many, are there? Wish is alright. I don't have much that works with it right now, though. Ragnarok Shuriken. That is sort of a thing. Terrence, thanks very much for the host. Hope you're doing well today. Go Pyramid. Wish is super good. I cannot cast Wish. But other than that, I'm on board. Does devotion giving too much at the beginning and end of your turn sound better? Yeah, give twice as much. Mantra sounds better. Well, yeah, Caliphate, I guess so. Will this kill me? It's 23 damage, right? Not even 23. It's actually less than that. Flurry of Blows. It attacks twice. Spirit Shield might be really good. Tantrum might be okay. Consecrate's actually probably fine here. Why isn't this just the starter relic? Don't understand. I don't understand. Ritual Dagger would have been really good. That's unfortunate. Didn't have any of the old health there. Yuck. I would have had Shuriken Necronomic Ragnarok. Whoops. Whoopsie-doo. Start every combat calm. Well, you can like change other things too when you change that, presumably. Wasn't saying just do that and then leave everything else the same. It's really hard to find cards that draw you cards. What is the red panda thing? It is the Akabeko. Very bad. Your favorite name for a relic? I think if it had a snappier name like the boot does, it might be my favorite relic. But I'm not a huge fan of saying Akabeko myself. The noise that makes us so terrifying. I should still just hit for 36. Doing fine, we're doing fine. We are doing fine. Meditate's probably important. This doesn't do anything. Awkward. We're probably dead, but we're not technically dead at the moment. We're about to be. Vis-a-vis not being alone. That's too bad. This deck was getting there. Curse of the Bell cannot be removed from your deck. Unfortunate that the powers don't upgrade into better powers for this character. Lol. If we just die really quickly, it will be great. Starter cards which are frequently less desirable than playing strikes and defend. Yeah, it's incredible. Dawn Bomb. We are currently doing Watch Your Heart Ascension 20 win streaks. Let's try this way. Someone said we should try this way. God, Cleanse Evil just makes me so sad. I looked at the map. What are you talking about? I still can't play Eruption? So far I am not very impressed by our strategy to remove defends instead of strikes. Do I need to take Empty Mind over Windmill Strike? You think Empty Body is best? Oh, because I took the defense out? That was sort of deliberate. Alright, I'll try it. In a good blasphemy? How could it not? What a powerful card. This is such a funny upgrade. Really enjoy that upgrade. You think Blasphemy is unironically a good card? Oh, of course. Yeah, it is. Pretty sure it is. Not sure I should play it now. I'm pretty sure it's a good card. You think we kill this guy this turn or next turn? 60. Oh wait, we do actually. Doesn't this cost 4? We have 5, 6, 60. Oh no, you're right. What a waste of a thing. Ink Bottle. Whenever you play 10 cards, draw 1 card. It's interesting that we have like Kunai and Shuriken whenever you play 3 cards, do something. And then the next number that seemed safe was 10. 4 was definitely too little. 5 was way too small too. Had to keep going all the way to 10. But it's not in 1 turn. That's correct. That's correct. Do I need health for this fight? I assume I don't. Oh. We did it. The sands of time. Does it kill? 60. No. I'm bailing. I'm out of here. Oh, that goes before plated armor. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Did I know that? Maybe. Plated armor is super good. It's like if you had 3 upgraded metallicizes, but they gave plated armor. It's alright. Blasphemy! L-O-L-O-L-O-L-O-L. Is Choker just unpickable? Can you pick that? So Sacred Bark would make an enemy vulnerable for 6 turns. Sacred Bark. Great to have you here, Talbat. Blasphemy. This is 27 and 18, 35, 45. Can I play Sands of Time? I have 5 energy. This kills 1. And then I have 2 energy left for Fresh Joints follow-up strike, which kills the other. And I draw a card. Your next attack deals 5 additional damage. 5 additional damage. It's 15 on the Blasphemy turn. Just saying. We can play it before the Blasphemy turn. You know? And we could play Flurry of Blows, and then it would come back when we were blaspheming. Blaspheming. That's such a fun word to say. Deva form doesn't scale if only it gave you 2 or 3 plated armor a turn. Yeah, that's what we need. Can you stack the Wreaths of Flame? Absolutely. Could play like 15 of them. Actually, I don't know. Would that make your next attack deal 75 more damage, or would it make your next 15 attacks deal 5 more damage? Maybe we need to investigate this. Doesn't seem desperate enough to actually take the card, though. Imagine being able to deal damage to these. Worth. The whole first Deva form is just gone. Yeah, it's crazy how we spent a rare card and an entire turn to gain 9 plated armor in an Act 2 hallway fight, and that wasn't good enough to win the fight somehow. Blows my mind personally. I'm very surprised. Also crazy how we fought against enemies who were resistant to attack damage, and for some reason that was difficult for our deck to handle. I'm gonna have to like think for a while about why that might be. Every other class has a variety of damage, so when you fight birds it's like, oh, I have a crippling cloud, or a lightning wolf, or a combust. This isn't the end of the world. Do I agree that Wraith form has the same effect as Deva form? What? No, I don't think those cards are comparable at all. They do both cost 3 energy. Oh boy. Hold on, I have a meme. Hold on, I'm writing a meme. There you go. Empty fist. Luki Va, thanks for the 8 months. Banana Muffin, thanks for the 2 months. Agba Musho to you both. Cat memes should go in the Discord under either images and memes or food and social and pets. Both of these are excellent places for cat memes. Imagine if Cleave only dealt 7 damage instead of 8 damage in hallway fights against single targets and wasn't AoE. And wasn't AoE. What I feel about the flavor of the character? The flavor of the character is really cool, but you don't get to, like, play it for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I want to be this really sweet, form-shifting martial arts person. You know? And yet, here I am. Describe mouthfeel of the Watcher. Dry. Shogu Blasphemy or Step and Strike or Omniscience? Let's do this again. Yes! We reliably deal damage. We have scaling. We deal 3 more damage for every turn that has passed in the fight. Alright, sentries. You think the character was stronger before I unlocked all the shitty cards? Huh. I only did 1 run on Ascension 0 before I unlocked all the other cards. Should not have played that, probably. Crescendo is good or bad? Yes, this is our rare front-loaded damage card. I desperately need front-loaded damage. I have been presented a rare that does that. Crescendo is an important tool for your burst turns. Do I have burst turns? I don't know if I have burst turns. Tungsten Rod. At the start of your turn, if it is before turn 6, gain block equal to the current turn. 1 block? God damn. Holy moly. Like anchor except backwards. Alright, let's try the crescendo. People said I should take it. Dig! Put it back! Dig! Can I kill? 27, 18, 18. Maybe with a swift potion I could kill? Well, we can't play that, no. Oh, we're gonna say we can't. We can't kill. Alright. Now, I didn't do the math. So if I die here, it's not my fault, because I already said that I didn't do the math. Actually, I think that I don't have enough. Right? There's 24, 50, 74. Actually, don't have enough. I can Swift Potion, or I can just go Crescendo and play 3, right? Can almost play 4 with Crescendo. Swiftbot's not even likely to hit. I'm in danger. I'm still in danger. It's unfortunate. I had a nice step and strike before exiting. It's a puzzle for you to work out alone. Oh, that is a very cute cat. Cat, are you okay? It's a very cute cat. Eye of Snack. Park to the hand is probably pickable, right? Sounds like a car is about to like crash into a building or something outside every time I enter the stats. It sounds like squealing brakes. I'm so strong. Worship, I feel, is an excellent example of why you shouldn't evaluate cards with Snecko Eye just by looking at their energy cost. I might take it anyway. Protect got nerfed. There was one card that people were saying was good. It was not acceptable. How many times have I gotten Shovel? I wonder if Battle Hymn actually works with Snecko Eye. Start each combat in calm. Yes, thank you. I'm so fucking done with fighting sentries. I'm sorry. Do these cards do something? Like, any of them? No, right? I can't play Eruption? Can I play Eruption? I can sort of play Eruption. Maybe I can play Eruption. Oh, it's only 33. No, I can't play Eruption. Oh, it deals 4 AoE damage now, Hamburger. I should not have put Worship in my deck. That's what we learned today. Alright, Snecko Eye. You've got this. Worship into empty mind. Oh, dear. Um. Can we do it? Eruption 33. Alright. Someday soon though, right? Someday soon. I'm unkillable. Actually invincible. I didn't die. That's sad. Wonder if we can one-shot Lagavulin. Maybe we should have gone for it. Thought I was gonna take 23 damage. Didn't even consider it. This run's actually going fairly well compared to the other runs so far tonight. Am I having a good time or suffering? They're always mixed together. I think the class has a lot of promise, and that it also has a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed, which is pretty much what it should have for the second day publicly available on the beta. So, I think it's fine. Brilliance. First 3 weeks will be fun, yeah. Yeah. Okay. What are the most glaring issues? I don't know if I wanna... try to enumerate those. Whenever you switch stances, gain 4 block. Spirit Shield should be good, right? Apparently I only rest for 16 health. Is it even worth it at that point? I feel like it's not even worth it. Should we dig or should we like upgrade our damage card? Damage card? Damage card. Damage card? Oh dear. Guess we'll dig. Yeah. Yeah. I like that the talk to the hands exhaust. We like really don't have any damage in our deck. The fact that my eruption cancels my divinity is somewhat upsetting to me right now.